Alright, sorry about the noise, but you already know who I am. This is part 2 of this video. Now, as you can see, I got my new headset, but these don't, like, retract like the old ones. Like, they come out, and then what you have to do, you have to pull on them to... I have to apologize for the noise because my brother is mad as all living freaking crap. And my mom's angry at him too. I just really wish I wasn't videotaping on the... Well, this is happening. I'm terribly sorry for all the commotion that's going on. But these headphones, these are an EX Fit. These are EX Fit. Nah. These are X Fit. Nah. Headphones that work just as perfectly and as great as... I'm not sure how you wear these, but feels like these sit the right way. It feels like... I don't know, folks. To be quite honest, it feels like, well, to be honest, I think it's this way because the tag is supposed to sit underneath or something. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's how I think this is how you're supposed to wear them, but I don't know. I kind of like them more like this, but unless I got these upside down, I don't know. I'll just have to try and keep them relatively situated on my neck. So, as you guys remember in the first part of the video, this video that I said I was not going to talk about prom at all in this video because like a lot of kids in my school have said that know me, that are friends with me, they have always told me that you don't have to worry about it until March, and which I'm not gonna worry about it till March. March 24th is a really specific day that I'm going to talk to someone and hopefully get around to hopefully either going or not, but I don't know. We've Benton and them, they've tried everything. So, but they're, yeah, Benton, Gus, them, all of them, they've been real nice to try and help me find one, but they don't know really. They've tried and tried, but just couldn't find one. And now that I have one brought back from what is typically from the girls that I've asked pile. I'm not going to say anyone's name because I'm not going to say who I asked, because all I can say is I've asked 20 different girls and that's about it. That's all the information I'm just going to throw out there, because that's just not me to say anything about it. But it is what it is. Now, to really start talking about some things. Now, with things going on like track and stuff, we're bound to go full out ham with practices and stuff. We're only probably gonna have practices Monday, Wednesday. Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's about it. Because if we win Tuesday, then we will have no school on Friday. So that means you guys will not be getting a video. Well, if we do win, if the Dyke girls win on Tuesday, Friday we won't have school. Thursday you won't see a FS22 video, because I was planning on putting one on Tuesday, but since I can't now, due to the fact that, then that's just the way things go. But now, we're really scooting in the track. Now, we've had our first week of practices already. The first week of practices, I absolutely dreaded, almost died. Monday wasn't that bad. Tuesday wasn't that bad. Wednesday was a little bit tougher. But, Tuesday wasn't bad. Wednesday wasn't terrible. Wednesday was a little bit of an intermediate. Thursday's practice was hard. Friday's practice was harder still because my feet got sore. Because we had to run around town for 15 minutes. Nearly losing everything I had eaten that day. But yeah, that's just how that day. I can.
What did you say, Max?
I can.
Actually, right here.
I could have gotten them for you, Mom.
Do you have any clothes?
No. Just the ones from my work experience job, but that's about it. They aren't terribly dirty since the end of my second try work experience is done.
Here's right here.
What are you doing now?
Pizza Ranch.
Is it your fault?
I'm guessing.
What do you have to wear for that?
I don't know.
Here.
I've forgotten.
I don't know what you have to wear.
I'll have to figure out on Monday. That's all I can tell you. Sorry about that. Had the was talking to my mom about my work experience for my third trimester. But anyway, just, how that's gonna go. It's gonna, Yeah, it's really something. I've thought the first days of the first trimester, I worked at Fairway. Then second trimester, I worked at Van Wall in Grundy. And then now I'm gonna be doing my work experience job at Pizza Ranch right that day. Oh, Jakers Crapers. Tired as I am, it's just, that's about the only way that it's gonna go. So, anyway. So, yeah, another thing I forgot to talk about was this in the last part of the video, which I made at my grandpa and grandma's, was the fact that I was going to talk about the special video that's coming on April 27th. If that's the day that we're going to prom, I don't know. I can't tell you on what day that is. But what I can tell you is that I will be going. I just got to give the girl that I asked some time. She said that she would talk to me on March 24th, which Tuesday, the 22nd of March, there is open mic night, which me and my air guitar right here are going to be performing Light of Day at open mic night. Now, I haven't clarified on who I'm going to ask to take me to open mic night that night, so that way I can get this air guitar there and not worry about having anybody else say that I wasn't allowed to bring it. It's an air guitar with my own capabilities, and if anyone says otherwise, they just better step aside, or else they'll get pushed to the side badly. I mean, if they even think for a second that air guitar is just a toy, it's not a toy to me. People say that it's a legendary thing, especially when I'm holding it. When I'm holding it, then I look like a legend or something like that. But legends for me, it's always legendary for me. And that's what I'll always keep saying, is if you don't like the air guitar, step aside, or you're going to get plowed over. That's all I can tell you. Is if you don't like the air guitar, scoot the heck out of the way, because I'm coming through with that air guitar all the way, and I'm going to prevail it right through the end to the graduation day, to my last day of my school year and out of my school life. I will prevail that thing until the day I die. Once the day I die, I will pass that thing on to my grandson, and then my grandson's gonna pass it on to his great-grandson. Now you're just gonna have a bunch of it. Pass it on to my son and all that other stuff. He'll, once he becomes as old as I am, yep, I'll hand him this thing and say, go and rock out and go get a pretty lady with this thing. That's how I've gotten all the girls to come flocking in for me. Was that freaking air guitar. So many good memories with it. With air guitars back in the day. And I'm going to give you the history right now. Now, the air guitar history goes way back to when I started in 9th grade. Now, it was towards like the first few days of my 9th grade year that I had decided to come up with an idea for an air guitar. Considering the only air guitar I had was an imaginary one. And I told myself that an imaginary one was not my thing. So then I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to try and make myself an air guitar. And that's exactly what I did. Made one out of Legos. It was a rainbow multicolored air guitar for only beginners. It wasn't black. It wasn't slick black like this. Oh no. It was not slick black like this at all. Then I started bringing that to school. I could take it in, I could break it in half and put it out to, I could take it out at breakfast and rock my dang heart out for it. And guess what? That's exactly what I did. I did that for the longest time. And guess what? It was absolutely beautiful. Great. It was prestige. It was pristine. It was paradise when I played it. Yeah, then the day I got in trouble with it, not that one, but the multicolored one, then my mom and dad had to come and get it themselves, and I was not happy. Then I couldn't bring it back. I couldn't even get it into the school. I couldn't even get it to school without my mom and dad checking my bag. And quite contrary, and they did. After I got in trouble with it again. The second time. And that was it. That was it. That was enough. I had seen all, been all. As long as I've had the air guitar, it was quite great for me. So, anyway, yeah. I'll move you guys away here for a second as I open this. So, anyway, yeah, just dug the candy bar out. Now, hold on. But, anyway, yada yada, the list goes on about me and my air guitar. Now, me and my air guitar, it went pretty far. And I mean, I went pretty far with it. And after Techno Hartford teacher Court Cook died, which he was the one who took it away from me. Then I was left to bring it back. I was left alone. No one could take it away from me. No one could. And no one was about to. Now, yeah, sure. A lot of air guitars have been made. Then I made a Battle Axe one when I was into Kiss. You guys have never heard the rock and roll band Kiss. They were legend to me back in the day. And then, you know what happened? That Battle Axe guitar shattered when I had brought it back to Grandpa and Grandma's when I had brought it home. Now the problem is that whatever happened next was terrible. The Battle Axe guitar was no more. I had to take it apart, make it entirely new, and then came the Boss from the 80s. Which, if you guys don't know, the Boss from the 80s was none other than Bruce Springsteen himself. Bruce Springsteen was a pretty natural character for his time, and making those and all the songs he made, those were just beautiful. There was, all the songs that I've listened to, I've managed to knock out about. I managed to. I managed to nail a whole bunch of Bruce Springsteen songs to this very day, and that is it. And now today I have that black air guitar. See you guys later. Bye for now.